Whatever. Oh yeah, we were talking about luck. Okay, here's a funny thing that I've noticed, about the original Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I love to hear this.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of the original Final Fantasy. There's something about it that really appeals to me, and it's the same part of me that really likes the original Dragon Warrior.
I think the funny thing
Um,
is, like, I hate the original Final Fantasy. More and more I go back to it, I hate it more and more.
and I totally get that actually. Like when someone's like, oh, but that game is so bad. Like I
It's like I can go back to Dragon Warrior 1 and I can get enjoyment out of that, but Final Fantasy 1, it's just like, because every time I go back to it, I always have the same problem where I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I end up with all these, because the random encounter rate is just so up the ass, where it's like, I get lost because I get in a random encounter, I'm like, oh, now what? I forgot where I was going because the encounter like took 10 minutes. So here I am in this battle, wasting like a lot of like effort just to get lost again, to get into another battle, which I get lost again, and I just feel like I get nowhere with it. Like that's my thoughts on Final Fantasy 1. It's just
I
the
think
remakes are probably better, and honestly, if I were to get back into it, I'd probably play the remakes if I really wanted to play it. But the original NES version, I'd always be. Besides the spray artwork, I love the spray artwork because the 8-bit.
Oh, the sprite artwork is actually the reason that I got into the game. I think like I looked at it and I was like, that actually looks really cool.
Yeah, because
And
when I first played it, I was like, oh cool, I love the way it looks. It's like an NES game, but it looks beautiful. Like they do
Yeah.
the 8-bit so well, and it's like, oh, it's gorgeous.
yeah, no, I feel and Dragon Warrior was another game that figured out how to do it, which is
Yeah, Dragon Warrior. I think the only thing that would stop me from playing Dragon Warrior is that you always have to open up that menu to do anything. And that's one of the things I kind of don't like about Earthbound, because they adopted that kind of sense. But it's not as bad as Earthbound, because you have the L button to, like, to talk and do stuff. But in Dragon Warrior, you gotta like open up the menu every time you want to do anything. It's just like, it's almost just, I get it. I mean, I get it. It's how the game was, because honestly back then, if you didn't do that, it would be much harder to code or whatever. I can understand like that. Where Final Fantasy didn't, like, I'm so fun. I honestly, that's one thing I like about the original Final Fantasy over the original Dragon Warrior. It's like you don't have that menu bullshit. It's like every 5 seconds you gotta open up a menu to do any command.
yeah.
So, I'll give the original Final Fantasy that, but I just don't like that. I don't like how some early RPGs did that. I mean, I get it. Like I said, there's probably like some technical aspect I don't understand. That's probably the reason why I did it. But it's just like when I see games like Earthbound do it, I just think to myself, why? Why was this a good idea? I mean, obviously, like I said, Earthbound I don't think is as bad. But like with games like the Dragon Quest series. But
Yeah, no, but no, but one thing I don't even remember what I was gonna say about
you were talking about Final Fantasy 1 with drew you to it. Like why you like it.
Oh no, I remember what I was gonna say about
Okay.
Final Fantasy previously before I got to that.
Previously,
Was,
on Final Fantasy 1, I don't know.
God damn it. I'm never gonna finish the thought of
I'm
this.
never gonna I'm gonna interrupt you
Which is,
mid-thought.
like, I fully recognize it's actually a terrible thing for me to say because I literally wouldn't let you finish the thought prior to any of this.
Oh god. But just go. Go for it, Miles.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Just go for it. But, as I was gonna say, like, it's funny to me, though, because there's only, like, there's 6 classes, and only 2 of them are reliably good throughout the entirety of the game. And only 4 of them are good enough to be used at all, much ever.
Yeah.
Like, and it's because black mages, the way that spell charges work, are useless. White mages, the way that spell charges work, are situational only. And so you carry them around, but you lose out on attack strength and anything like that. Black mages are, black mages are one of my favorite classes, but you have to dole out a lot of money to keep them alive until they get to, like, level 10.
Yeah.
And and the rest of the classes, red mage, and thief is useless up until the point where you get to upgrade him, where all the dungeons where you need a useful party member are done. But you have knight and red mage, and those are the only people who throughout the entirety of the game are helpful. And even then, red mage starts to falter at the end of the game when when he becomes just a really average character who can't really do anything that well. And it's funny to me because it's like, you have all this strategy, but the strategy is created from having characters who are borderline useless. after a point in the game, or at some point in the game.
That's why I prefer Final Fantasy 3 for NES, because it's like they did that for all those classes. It's still hard, but they made it so those classes are at least useful. Like the Black Mage doesn't, because that's one thing that pissed me off. The game, the Final Fantasy 1, like the Black Mage has one spell charge. Because I'm gonna just use one spell and just call it a day. Oh, one spell. Fuck, I can't do it anymore. Goodbye, guys. I gotta go. But like in Final Fantasy 3, you get 10 when you first start, and then then you get 12, you get a lot more. Like those classes are useful because you get enough spell charges where they're useful. It's like you get like so few where it's just like, oh, I can only use this one spell to save for the boss battle. So in the random battles, they're just gonna just do nothing, just maybe do 1 damage. I don't know. Where in Final Fantasy 3, it's like, oh, I got 10. Okay, I can spare some. Well, you get more than 10. Matter of fact, you get so many. Like I think, and the best part is with that, it's like the level 1 spell charges are still good for most of the game. And it's not like you get the level 2, it's like a level 1 is now terrible, or you get the level 4, it's but I think it's not until around the time you get the level 5 spells where they start to falter a bit. That's honestly how good they are. And I just kind of like that a lot, because it makes them useful. It's like in Final Fantasy 1 where you have to wait, and even then it's like, you wait for such little reward, I feel, with that. If you get me.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
No,
yeah.
I totally understand that statement.
Because even then, you don't really get that many. You don't know how
I'm
many.
actually impressed because I did not think I would be able to make it through. I would be able to make it through the intro without falling asleep.
Oh, are you tired?
It's 3 in the morning, dude.
Oh, I'm not.
Is that a question? Oh yeah, that's right. You don't sleep.
I don't sleep.
For those of you who don't know, Gavin literally does not sleep.
I've stated in many recording sessions I record at 4 a.m. in the morning, so I'm used to that. I have a really fucked up sleeping schedule where I go to sleep at like around 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and I wake up at like noon or 1 p.m. And that's my sleeping schedule. And that's honestly, I sometimes fix it, and then it's like, whoa, I fixed it. But then other times it's just like, oh fuck, it's now I'm going to sleep at 5 a.m. in the morning again. I think the funniest thing is that before even this, a couple hours ago, I was really tired, and I was like, I should probably go to sleep. But then I got distracted, and then I woke up again. Because every time I feel like tired, where I want to go to sleep, I guess I have something happen to me where I wake up, like in a weird way. Not like obviously wake up because I'm not sleeping, but it's like I'm just like I don't feel tired anymore. I'm like, oh shit, I want to do stuff. But then 5 a.m. in the morning happens. I'm like, oh, here come the Cooper Pros. But I don't know.
Yeah.
My sleeping schedule's fucked up.
Your sleeping schedule doesn't exist.
I do sleep though. That's something.
You don't sleep.
I do sleep. Just trust me.
I don't, because I've never seen or heard it. Like, you've never been like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm the one who has to initiate. Okay, I'm gonna...
Actually, I've actually fell asleep in a Skype call once. That was a long time ago. It was with people I don't talk to anymore. But I fell asleep, and they heard me snoring throughout the whole Skype call. I wake up the next day, and like, dude, what happened? Like, oh, we heard you snoring through the Skype call. I was snoring? Like, you left me on Skype? Like, yeah, I could have turned off your computer, but it's not, oh yeah, because I was with an IRL friend, and we were talking to an online friend who I don't talk to anymore. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I could. I'm like, dude, you didn't turn off my computer or anything? Like, no, we just let you in the Skype call, you know.
Oh, yeah, the only people to ever be recorded witnessing him sleep.
Well, I've fallen asleep in calls before. I'm not but I've like left calls because I was tired before. But you've never been able to see it because you're usually, I don't know, you've never had it happen before. You know what, Miles? One day, I am going to get really tired and then call you and then end the call because I'm tired. You know, I'll do that for you. Just
never going to happen, and I don't believe it.
I'll make it happen just for you, Miles. Just for you. I will get tired as all fuck. I will like call like an all-nighter. I'll call the next day, and tomorrow I'll call you. I'll be like, Miles, I am tired as shit. Goodbye. And it'll be like a 1-second call too. I just call you. I'm like, I'm tired. Goodbye.
Yeah. That'll be the exact same day that I actually get laid.
Oh,
As
No,
if I'm saying it's never gonna happen, bro.
oh no, trust me. You'll get laid before me. That
Yeah,
is
'cause I'm going to college. I mean, I already have a better option. You're going in the spring semester.
well, it's
You
not
get
like
6 months at an advantage.
you see, it's not like I chose that either. It's more like I can't drive right now. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
Even I'm like, it's funny because I'm in a really shitty situation. It's not like shitty as like it's bad, but I mean, in a sense, I'm in a pretty fucking shitty situation because I can't drive. I don't have a car. I don't have a job, and I'm like 19. And it's just, I'm surprised I've been like asked. I'm surprised my parents haven't kicked me out of the house. Actually, my dad's really cool about it. Like that's honestly one thing. And honestly, I've grown to know my dad doesn't give a fuck. That's nice, I guess, because some parents give a fuck. Anyways.